Hello everyone, welcome. Wow, it's been so long. How is everybody doing? Hello Oliver, hello Claire, welcome. How are you guys? It's so nice to be back. I have been sick for so long and I still have not fully recovered. How crazy is that? I still have a little bit of a cough, but we're not going to let that stop me anymore. It's been crazy. Who are you? I don't even know who am I anymore. Oh my gosh. Hello Asia, how are you doing? And I've been wanting to continue playing games so bad. Even games that I'm supposed to stream and I had to hold back. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I also really need to continue the Crimson Flower over on Discord soon. Oh my gosh. I think we're probably going to continue that one tomorrow. Probably, most likely. But today we are continuing playing Belle Automata. I'm so excited. I don't even remember. It's been so long and I don't remember where we left off. I know that we were on the Nightmare Prince path. So it's been 5,000 years. For real. It's been, oh my gosh, like 2 weeks. Even more than 2 weeks, maybe. And I have so many games to stream. I'm so behind schedule for everything. Yes, that too. Are you gonna play Touchstars demo? It came out tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. Yes, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it, but I'm definitely gonna play it. So many games, so little time. Okay. All fixed. Let's see if this works. Yes. Are you going to play the Touchstar demo? I heard really good things about it. I always try to stay away from like reviews and stuff. But I was just really curious about it, so I read some things about it and I'm really curious. I saw Blurdy stream on Touchstar, so I got 2 guys that got my attention. Let's go. Is one of them a red hair? A red hair dude? Okay, let me check. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm gonna try to play it. Hopefully I can add another game to my laptop. Let's go. I knew it. I knew it, Asia. I just knew it. No. Okay. Let me check the audio. It's not him, maybe, but still. Yeah. Okay. Okay, he's the third one. Okay. Makes sense. So we left off. I think we found out some stuff about the Nightmare Prince, like his name, Quentis. We still have not seen him in person though. And I guess we're just going to continue the story. I'm excited. It's been a few days since I've I've last been able to speak with Quentis. I let out a sigh as I considered the tapestry before me. I shouldn't have asked to see his face. I'm sure it bothered him, but I wish I was weaving what I imagined him to look like. AI and Lender, the guy with a scar. Ah, guys with a scar. Always fascinating. If his eyes were as kind as his voice, then surely we could become closer. I stared at unfinished work.
You need to take a breath.
Oh my gosh, I forgot how pretty she was. I mean, she is. Standing, I leave my work to go to the living room where Victor is working. I missed Victor. Victor is wiping down the couches when I come into the room.
Victor, may I speak with you?
Not at this time, no. Please take a seat, and I will attend to you once I am finished.
I can't believe you said red hair, not you calling me out. Look, we have a record of of red hair guys that we really like, so I had to. I comply, taking a seat. If there's anything I know about Victor, it's that he's one-track minded. He cleans meticulously, bleaching every surface of every piece of furniture in the room. As I watch him, I begin to wonder what sort of history Victor must have must have with Quentis. Granted, he mentioned raising him, so I'm assuming that's because Quentis' parents were absent. Overall, though, how did he end up here? I want to ask, but as I open my mouth, Victor looks at me sharply.
I said I will attend to you once I am finished. Please exercise patience.
I guess it goes both ways. It's my job. I love that. I close my mouth. Right, I should do that. I wait, my heels bouncing with impatience as Victor ignores me dutifully. It isn't until he dries the last dish and puts it away in the kitchen that he finally turns to me.
Now, what seems to be the matter?
I want to know more about Quentis.
Excellent. You may speak to him at any time.
I meant from you.
Oh? And what makes you think I'll be a veritable source of information?
It's my turn to stare at Victor as if he's foolish.
Well, aside from Roman, you know the most about him. Would you deny that you know him best?
Hey Loma, first thank you for the lurk. I hope you have a lovely day.
Not at all.
Then you can tell me about the Red Rails incident. I read about it, just a little. That aside from knowing that Quentis's injuries were so bad that he needed reconstructive surgery, there's not much else.
Oh yeah, that's right. And everyone was being awful about it too. Like we read some kind of newspaper, I think, in which the comments were just awful. Like people were saying to the parents to just like let him die instead of being, cured by robotic parts. So awful. So far so good. Want to see if I can play some Otome games in the sun today. Let's go. But after work. Wow. Are you gonna stream it or are you gonna play like by yourself? Victor stares at me for a long moment, considering.
I do believe it best if you heard these words from Quentis. I will entertain some of your questions, but not this one.
I consider. I guess that's good enough. Especially when it comes to the usual tight-lipped Victor.
You will? Really?
Oh yeah, right. Don't have a capture card, so that's time I have for myself. That's nice. What do you plan on not streaming. On playing. Which Otome?
I will.
I know I should take an inch and run, but I can't help my curiosity.
Why?
Because, as much as it annoys me to admit it, the young master does seem a bit brighter since you gave that tapestry to him.
Aw, that's right.
When he and I ordered your supplies, he seemed almost giddy. A rare emotion for him indeed.
I love that.
Really?
I do not lie.
Huh, an opening to ask the question I've been wondering about the most.
You don't lie? Because you can't or because you do not wish to?
Interesting.
Because I do not wish to.
Okay. I gape at him. For all his love of rules and tightness, I wondered, but wow, now I know. Victor is a rogue?
What is that expression for?
You're a rogue.
Victor snorts.
Perhaps by definition alone, but I'm hardly so sentimental.
What do you mean?
I mean, I lack a crucial component of rogueship, and that is a wide spectrum of emotion.
Huh. I look at him thoughtfully.
Can you feel it all?
Oh, certainly. I feel all right. Mostly irritation.
Of course you would. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play his route, honestly. I hold in a laugh.
I see.
I rub the back of my neck lightly before grinning awkwardly.
Then let me ask my questions. Hopefully they won't annoy you too much.
Too late. Anyway,
Oh
carry
my
on.
gosh, this guy.
What do you wish to ask?
To me, Victor is like an overprotective brother, even though he's just doing his job being there for Nightmare Prince. I know. That ice king needs some frosting. Oh my gosh! Right? I think the same thing. I wonder if in his route he will be like we will melt his frozen heart. Literally watching his root video yesterday. Really? Is it good? No spoilers, but is it good? I can't wait until you play his root. Yes, let's go. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Why does Quintus conceal his voice?
Another question for him.
Does Quintus ever leave?
He does not. Next question.
How does
Great.
he eat, or drink, or eliminate waste?
He does not eat, he does not drink,
Oh.
and that ought to answer the third question.
Wow. That's interesting. I enjoyed watching his route. Let's go.
Wow. Does that mean he must have a heart core instead of a heart like we do?
It does.
Maybe that's why he feels like he is less than human.
I'm going to begin preparing dinner. Master Roman is coming by for dinner tonight. Most likely, he will eat in the young master's room. So you may find your own entertainment for the evening.
Roman! I love him. Immediately, I think of the poem folded in a drawer by my bed. The glass rose.
I think I'll be fine.
But I can't wait for Roman though now. That man stole my heart. I mean, mine as well. I can't wait for his route already. Leaving him to his preparations, I find myself running by inner hearth court, heating up as I rush back to the room in excitement. My hands hum, vibrating slightly as I pick up the sheet of paper readily, excited to read the words there. The glass rose. I stroke the paper lightly as my eyes light upon the words there.
Woven with grace, her threads whisper to me. A glass rose on a fireplace, she said. For eyes so blind, she declares words to see. She speaks aloud sweet words to me instead.
This is Quentis' poem that he wrote for Orev. Ah!
An angel in an android's form you are, bringing kindness to my dark world of doom. With light and color to my world's bright star, her bronze fingers weave deftly at the loom.
When I heard glass, rose glass, I was literally thinking about that game. Oh my gosh, glass heart. Oh my gosh, I just remembered that I have a little bit of a sneak peek to Grayson's route that I need to show you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me look it up for 1 second. I am so glad you brought that up. I'm sorry we're disrupting the poem while I work on it. Let's continue.
One day I wish to see her work away, her lovely fingers crossing back and forth. Beneath the moon she works hard night and day. Beneath the sun her eyes are full of mirth. If I could see, I'd look upon her light, but fear of change is my most dismal plight.
There you go. Okay, let's see. Probably gonna be Daidoku or finish Bed Apple Wars. I'm so jealous! I'm so jealous about Bed Apple Wars. I've been wanting to play that game for forever. So have the Glass Heart producers changed their mind on the whole no Breezen route? No, we have a Breezen route. It's just locked. You know? It's you have to play everybody's route before being able to play Breezen's route. Oh, it's ready. It's ready. Okay. Let me save. I mean, options. Background music. So I have this sneak peek to Breezen's route that I have to show you guys. I had this in my folders for forever. Yeah. I'm not allowed to share the whole route, but they gave me like this sneak peek of just like one little scene that I can show you guys. Because I was just so excited about his route and I really wanted something to show. And they allowed me this. I love the devs of Glassheart. They are so nice. I was able to grab a Vita and the game before the whole thing closed down. Lucky. Honestly, I want to buy a Vita, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it anymore. Okay. Brazen. There you are. Oh my god, look at him. His expression. Are you ready? I'm not. I've already seen this anyways. Yeah, we need India Tome love interest stylist. I need to make that. We really need it. If you do, make sure to get with lots of space, but nah, they ain't worth it if you don't ship them exactly. So you can still get them games. Yeah.
Good. She's breathing. Gotta admit, she scared me there for a second. Jeez, Chivy, what are you doing? You know you're gonna be in a world of pain when you wake up.
Oh my
The
god.
laptop is not a good pillow. I know from experience. Hey, wake up, sunshine.
Splash. Oh my god.
Crap, she's gonna fall. Whew. Even after all that, you still aren't waking up? Will wasn't lying when he called you trouble.
Yeah.
She's so light. I feel like I'm holding something fragile.
She is
I guess I
fragile,
was
but
gone
she's
too
also
long,
super
huh?
strong.
Sorry.
Oh my god, the CG though! It's funny because I have played his route, you know?
Am I that comfy? She's so...
This guy, I swear.
You really are driving me crazy. You know that? How the hell am I supposed to not fall for you when you do cute things like that? You're making it really hard to be a good best friend.
Oh, you guys, this drama is so good.
I feel guilty. I shouldn't be looking at her like this. I shouldn't be thinking these things or feeling these feelings. But why do you have to be so damn perfect, Chibi? I planned to keep my distance if I ever saw you again, but I'm really an idiot.
How good was that? Brayson, love of my life. Now I need to fix this up again. You guys, how good was that? you, now I can stop thinking about him. I can't stop thinking about him either. So it's only fair that I share this with you guys. It's only fair that we share this pain together. But yeah, that was Glass Heart. Brayson's route, a little sneak peek to the game. I mean, to the locked route that we could not check out at all. If we had the chance to choose, we probably would have gone with Brayson. But Eli was really good as well. I mean, you're in trouble. Why are you showing it to me? I'm sorry. I had to. Okay. Nah, man, I was trying not to think about him. I know. Honestly, I think we need a Glass Heart DLC or something, because that game is too good. Just have to remind me that he's a locked route. It's so painful, I know. Do you guys enjoy like unlocking a character, or do you prefer when all of the characters are unlocked and you can play whatever? I think I do enjoy it. It just gives a sense of, you know, mystery and purpose in like unlocking that character's route. I don't know. Back to the poem that we disregarded so easily, but it was a really good poem. Yeah. Game devs, stop making certain characters that I want a locked route. Hello, Anta, welcome! So nice to see you here. I love using this command. If the locked route is spoilery, then I'm good with locked routes. Yep. I agree. Only if it makes sense, like if the locked route requires knowledge from other routes. Exactly, yes. I totally agree with that. It was lurking this whole time. It's so nice of you. I do like locked routes though, even though I want certain characters now. I always try to leave the best for later, for some reason, and so I'm totally fine with it anyways. This cadence, this meter, I feel like I've heard it before. I do a quick search on the internet, the word popping into my mind, and I download the results.
Sonnet.
I scanned for the definition.
A poem of 14 lines, typically having 10 syllables per line in the English language.
I wonder how long it took him to come up with such eloquent words. Eloquent words that touch me somewhere deep in my heart core.
An angel in an android's form?
Does he think so highly of me? I want to call out to Quentis, but I'm sure he'd feel shy.
I wonder what I can do to tell him that I appreciate his poem. If Roman is coming over, then I won't have a chance until tomorrow at the earliest.
Should I tell Roman about the poem? I'm sure he'd be pleased to know, but at the same time, I want it to be a secret. Something that Quentis and I know alone.
I should do something to thank him. Something that has nothing to do with the loom.
I try to think of what other skills I have, but my mind comes up short.
That's fine. A quick trip to the library room should help.
When I arrive, Zafir is nowhere to be found. In fact, the only person in the library surprises me.
Diego? What are you doing here?
Oh, I was reading up on childcare so I don't get rusty. It serves as a nice reminder for when I forget things.
I love Diego.
Which is often.
He's so nice.
Ah, I see.
Diego shuts his book in interest, looking at me curiously.
What about you? I don't see you here often.
It's true. I don't frequent the library like that, but...
I sigh.
Trouble in paradise?
Not really. Quintus and I are becoming friends, that's for sure, but... He did something really kind for me, and I'd like to repay him.
Exasperated, I take a seat on a small couch by the window.
How can I thank him? I don't want to keep weaving things. Otherwise, he'll have no space on his walls. Besides, I'm already working on a large tapestry for him.
They're just going to thank each other continuously. Like, back and forth, back and forth.
That is a dilemma. I'm not sure I know enough about the Nightmare Prince to help very much. What if you made something based on something you like? If there's one thing I've learned from children, it's that they love to share their interests with others. What do you like?
Me? I love clothes and fashion, but I don't know how to share that with him.
True enough.
Dang
Okay,
it.
I got nothing.
Great, Diego, thank you. I sigh.
Well, thank you anyway. Victor said he hasn't left the estate in 12 years. I wonder if he misses anything from the outside world.
Granted, I don't have much experience with the outside world either, but I'm sure I can figure out a way to ask him. Subtly, of course.
There's an idea. Why don't you ask him what he misses? Then you can make something that he'll like. If you're friends, then he'll be too nice to reject it, even if he doesn't like it.
Or if it's you is me. I also love fashion. I love fashion too.
Real encouraging, Diego.
He smiles at me, obviously.
I try.
Obliviously. Cheered up, I stand, brushing the wrinkles out of my skirt.
All right then. Time to look at this from a new angle.
I'm charging as I lounge in the bed, thinking about Quentis, or more specifically, thinking about his gift again. There's a bell sound above me as Quentis enters the space of my room. He's here.
Are you there?
I am.
Did you ever... Well, did you ever read my poetry?
Ooh, he asked!
Oh,
Wow. I sit up suddenly. I was so busy trying to think of a way to thank him for the poem that I never mentioned that I liked it in the first place.
I loved it.
Really? Are you sure? Because it's okay if you didn't. I just wanted to...
I let out a laugh.
Quintus, please. Your sonnet was beautiful. I have to say, in all my years, I've never received a gift before. And receiving that poem from you certainly felt like one.
I can feel warmth on my embarrassed skin.
Thank you, Quintus.
Oh,
My favorite line was, "An angel in an android's form you are." Because,
I didn't know you thought of me at all. I didn't think you thought of me so highly. I think I'm gonna go with the second one. Sure.
Of course I think of you highly.
Question for everyone. If you were in this game, would you be human, android, or both? That is a hard question. I don't know if I would want to be an android. I mean, if I could be like a rogue and I could like feel emotions and stuff, probably I would want to be an android and live forever as I want to. But being both is also pretty fascinating. Even though like in that particular world, people are ruthless to like androids and half half humans, half androids. I don't know. Probably an android, yeah. I think I want to be both, even though it might be painful. Yeah, I think it might be painful. Good with anything as long as I can chill. Honestly, if I were an android, I would want to live in this house. In the Nightmare Prince house. And not in a family like the one she used to work for previously. I mean, her master was a good person, but the family who discarded of her so easily, nah.
If I didn't, then we wouldn't be friends.
I stare down at my hands, fiddling with my fingers awkwardly. If I echo him, then he might get shy and redact this statement. But if I don't acknowledge it, then he might think that I don't think of him as a friend.
Yeah, you're right. We wouldn't be friends then.
Do androids have a sense of touch? I have a comfy throw, for example, and I would miss the sensation of touching it. I think they do have a sense of touch. I think rogue androids can feel pretty much anything and everything. I smiled brightly. Friend.
You know, if we're friends, then that makes you the first friend of mine.
Does it? What about your former master? Wasn't he your friend?
Well, yes and no. He was my master and, in all honesty, like a father. He taught me everything I know, both about humans and about weaving. I miss him.
I can understand why.
Then, more softly.
I miss my parents too.
Oh. I want to ask him about them, but maybe when we're better friends.
Hey, Quintus?
Yeah?
Not to change the subject or anything, but I do have a question.
What is it?
Diego's advice is still relevant, but if I make him clothes or something to that effect, then I'd like to at least get his input. However limited.
What do you miss most about the outside world?
Now, if I was in the game, I will probably have my own android and treat them with kindness. This android deserve more love. I agree! Yes. Looking at Detroit become human and near automata. Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. For once, his reply comes quickly, too quickly in my opinion.
Victor told me you haven't left the estate in 12 years. Surely there's something you miss.
There's a groan on the other end of the speaker, then...
Victor.
Don't blame him. Don't blame Victor. He was just being helpful.
Fine. There is something I miss.
I'm listening.
A few things, actually.
He sounds reluctant, but he still answers me. So I decide to be persistent. Maybe taking some initiative will help out a bit.
Like dogs, for example.
Oh,
I miss animals in general.
I can't give him an animal, so that doesn't help in my mission to give Quentis a thank you gift for the sonnet.
I don't think I've ever seen a dog, much less pet one.
Oh wow.
You'll have to try it sometime then. It's very relaxing.
I see. What else do you miss? Is there anything else?
Well, yes, actually. Have you been to the Rose Garden?
Oh,
I have, yes.
I miss growing flowers. When I was 10 or 11,
he trails off.
Never mind. I'm sure you don't want to deal with hearing about silly little stories about me when I was little.
We do though. I laugh aloud, then smile as I shut my eyes.
I'd love to hear silly little stories about young Quintus. It's not like I have much else to do. Aside from weaving, it's not like I have any hobbies.
Oh? Maybe we can figure something out for you to do. How about...
I interrupt him before he can continue.
Don't change the subject, Quintus.
Ah, this guy. Sir, tell us stories about yourself. Exactly. He stops abruptly, then lets out a sigh.
Okay, you've caught me. Back when I was 10 or 11, my biology instructor taught us about photosynthesis. And one of the ways we learned about it was by
Hello,
caring
Yana,
for a class
welcome.
plant.
How are you doing today? Today we are continuing, finally, Belle Automata, the Nightmare Prince route. And I'm so happy to see you! I am finally back in streaming after 2 freaking weeks of being sick. And we're continuing Quentis' route, and we still have not seen him in
One of
person.
the girls in my class
How
graded
crazy is
everyone
that?
flower crowns,
I
and
love it.
I don't know. That memory stuck with me. Victor cares for the plants of the estate, but honestly, sometimes I miss it. If I used my body, that's exactly what I'd use it to do.
Though we are getting to know Quentis better, and he's starting to warm up to us. He's even telling us like stories from his past.
Oh?
I'm good, and oh my god, she's so cute. Yes! Orav is the cutest thing ever. This is the MC of the game. My eyebrow lifts.
What's holding you back?
Basically, this is the story of Orav. She's an android, and she used to live a life with her master. I think she worked with him for 60 years, if I'm not wrong. And he, well, maybe not 60, but 40? I think 60, but it could be 40. And he died. And so when her master died, which she really thought of him as a father figure, the family just threw her out. She didn't have anywhere to live, and sorry, my throat. Until she met the Nightmare Prince's help, Victor, and now she's starting to work in this big awesome house. She doesn't really have a purpose. She's looking for a way to live. She's a weaver, and she loves weaving. And now she's just trying to get to know the Nightmare Prince, who is the owner of the house. His real name is Quentis, though. We have got to know him to that point, at least. Which is cool. And he loved writing, like, romantic poems. And he wrote a Rev 1, which is super cool. There's a quiet, muffled chuckle.
Like I mentioned, Victor does the estate's landscaping, and I'm sure he'd go ballistic if someone were to touch his precious flowers without permission.
I really like his voice.
Even if that someone is me.
Yes, I have noticed that Victor is rather...
I trail off.
Fussy?
particular. I was going to say particular.
I really, really, really love Victor.
Ah, right. You're kind.
Nightmare Priest is the kind of title I would expect a 13 years old to take. That's funny. Quentis is better.
And honest, of course.
Gotta see ya. I'm so sorry. Brayson voice is still in my head. Thanks, Amy. I will have revenge. I know. Brayson he just gets into your heart and he never leaves.
Those are your words, not mine.
I smile. I hope that whatever Quentis is, he's smiling too. Aww. Still, that conversation does make me think of something. Sometimes that will undoubtedly get me into massive trouble with Victor. I imagine Quentis' voice filled with the awe as he looked upon a room of beautiful flowers. Oh, Rev, you did this for me? The thought cheers me up. My former master also liked when I surprised him with small gifts. But I wonder how I can get flowers without Victor destroying me. Yeah, that's gonna be a mission. An impossible mission. Maybe that's a question for someone else who lives here. But then it occurs to me, they don't have to be real flowers. Perhaps I can make them by hand. Oh, that's such a great idea. Sounds like me when I was 13 and edgy. Except Princess, obviously. I love it. I grin, excited at the idea of challenging myself to make him something new.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm here.
I want to make the flowers, but before I can, I'll need a reference. Maybe I can ask Victor for one of his roses.
It's late, Quintus. And my batteries are running low. I'm going to sleep now. Why don't you rest as well?
I will have revenge by finding more voice love interests and make sure that they drive you crazy. I'm down. I'm down for that revenge, honestly. He protests mildly.
I don't want to.
Well, as my master liked to say to customers that overstay the shop's closing hours, you don't have to go home, but you gotta get up out of here.
Quentis laughs aloud.
No way. He didn't really get rid of customers that way, did he?
He did. And if they still lingered, he'd flick the lights on and off until they got the point.
Quentis contemplates for a moment.
I guess I should let you get your rest. Good night.
Good night.
The bell rings and right away I set myself up on the charging station and enter sleep mode. That was cute. I'm in my workshop when there's a knock at my door.
Come in.
The door immediately shifts open.
Special delivery for a special little lady.
I'm sorry, I go crazy when I see him.
Roman!
I stand immediately at the side of my benefactor.
I've come to deliver the silk and satin fabrics you asked Victor to order on your behalf. You could have just asked me, you know.
He looks at the table covered in supplies in preparation.
What you making now?
Roses. Fabric ones. Since Victor would incinerate me if I gave Quintus real ones from the garden.
You're making my brother roses?
I am, yes. After he wrote me that sonnet.
Whoa, pause. Quintus wrote you a sonnet?
Yes.
Yes?
And you're giving him roses in return. Red ones. Fake, but red.
The good people, Mythic Meetup. Oh, I am playing Mythic Meetup. So good. Not me thinking more games with voice lines. Let's go. I stare at Roman blankly.
Yes? Do roses come in any other color?
Yep. Roman looks thoughtful.
Plenty of colors, yes, but this is an unexpected development.
Oh my gosh, Professor X! Yes! He's so hot. And I love any like Discord based game. Ever since Blooming Panic, I'm obsessed with those.
What is?
I mean, you are a very beautiful machine.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. I take my maintenance very seriously.
I love it.
I mean, in appearance.
Huh? As in, my model?
Of course. And
Aw.
Quintus hasn't interacted with much of anyone else. I guess if feelings are growing in that direction, there's not much I can do.
Error 143 is so great. I think there is more content coming out soon. Or I might be wrong. I don't think I'm quite comprehending what Roman is implying.
Sorry, can you clarify?
I think I will not.
Oh
No.
my gosh, I love Roman. He considers for a moment, leaning against the door
Do you
frame.
mind if I watch you work a little?
Not at all. Quintus usually chats with me while I'm working, but I think he's resting right now because I haven't heard from him today.
Roman nods.
He does do that from time to time. In any case, don't mind me. I'll just be here, observing.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, do you have to? I take the fabric from him and cut the red silk into long rows. The longer the fabric, the bigger the rows. Let me date you. I cut the silk at a slight diagonal, pulling down the corner into a fold. My fingers move quickly as I imitate the rose reference Victor allowed me to pluck from the garden after a few days of convincing. A few stitches here, a few stitches there, and I gather up the fabric into a swirling pattern, then tighten it carefully as I pull the thread through. It swirls delicately as the rose petals come together. All it needs are... I swing around in a swivel chair to another table, where a small set of drawers lie. Opening one, I grab a few pearl beads and sew them into the center, just like the center of a rose. As I fluff it up and move on to the next rows, I get lost in the work, my hands a fluid motion of delicate stitches in a sea of fabric. To my surprise, though, I hear the sound of applause as I finish the fifth rows.
Amazing. You're simply incredible. There's truly no one else like you.
Aw. I really like this man's voice. Same. His voice is to die for. As long as you don't wear the same thing, there's... Oh my gosh. I will never get over the fact that Nathan never changed his suit. Somehow, it makes me a little embarrassed to receive so much praise.
I promise I'm just average.
And I promise, you are not. You may be a Dreamweaver model, but according to your proof of purchase, you're specially commissioned, and that makes you more than just average in my book.
Specially commissioned? I know a lot of androids used to be custom made in my field, but I wasn't aware that I was one of them. Somehow, does that make me feel... Somehow, that does make me feel special.
Is that really so?
Most Dreamweavers don't have faces, so yes, I would say it's so.
Oh,
Roman laughs again.
I guess as a rogue, you don't peer too deeply into your code, huh?
I shake my head.
not at all. I'm afraid of what I might discover about myself if I do.
Roman nods slowly.
Humans are no different, I suppose. In a literal sense, we're chemicals, hormones, blood, dust. There's no way I'm going to get into thinking of how as far as my brain working. I'm just glad it works.
Huh.
I suppose so.
Honestly, the chance of an android going rogue and being sentient is so small that it wouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Just relax and appreciate living. and that's enough. I think. Unless, of course, you're Zephyr.
Oh, Zephyr, leave him alone.
I've noticed that he hates physical labor of any kind.
Yeah, he relaxes a little too much, doesn't he?
Roman chuckles. Now I'll be back in a minute. About to brush my teeth. I'm still gonna fight Nathan with tough love. Poor Nathan.
But that's what makes you rogues so unique.
I smell worry in my eyes.
To be totally honest, speaking of appreciating living, I would like to, but
But?
I don't know. I am so used to helping others that I cannot tell if that is my desire or if that is my programming.
Ah, I see. Well, from one person to another, the best way to figure out what you like is to simply try. Is there anything you like to try?
I think for a moment. Something I'd like to try. Have you ever considered opening your own shop? Quentin's gentle voice enters my mind right away. I feel hesitant, but the words are trapped on my tongue. Is it okay for me, an android, to want to create without the guidance of a master? I don't think I know the answer, but actually I do. I know it as surely as I know myself. Yes.
I want to try opening up my own shop.
Whoa, Claire! Tell me which one and we will watch it right away. Roman's eyes widen before he smiles brightly at me.
That shouldn't be too difficult to set up at all. I'll contact my lawyer and you'll have a LLC in your name before you can say tapestry.
Huh. He pauses, then winces as though he's said something wrong.
I'd do it under your name, but, well, you know.
I know I'm not human.
Right.
Sigh. It's awkward for a moment as Roman rubs his neck lightly.
Well, in any case, what do you want to sell? Tapestries? Fabric roses?
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to drop some designs.
For a moment, the idea that I could actually open a shop and do something on my own feels overwhelming, and yet, I want to try. The new Otome game announced this morning. Oh my gosh, yes, let's do that. That's an awesome idea. For a moment, I stare at Roman perplexed. Who is he really? That he could get a shop set up within such a short period of time. I wonder, especially keeping in my mind that no matter what I ask for, it's provided for me.
Please wait before you make any plans. I'll show you my designs before you go ahead and open a shop.
Alright, let me open up YouTube and look for the... I don't even remember the title. Wait a second. It was like Hana something. Hana Awase. New Moon. I think so. This morning it was announced that, well, for me it was morning at least. It was announced that a new Otome game is getting a translation, and it's a pretty old game, but I think it came out. There are basically there are four games, and they came out from 2012 until 2019. I think the last one was, and it's pretty crazy. I did not expect that at all, and the art looks pretty amazing. So let's see if I can find the openings. Okay, this is from 10 years ago. Let's look it up. Maybe I can find them here. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's coming out English, Japanese, of course, and Chinese. Traditional and simplified. That is so cool. I swear I know they are somewhere. I read an article this morning that had the two openings available. So I know I know that we can watch them. I just don't remember which article it was. Maybe I can go on my chronology. Maybe this one? Yes, let's go. I'm sorry, this is taking forever. It's just really hard to find openings of like old games. Okay. So this is the article that I read this morning. Let me share. Eto. And look at this! It looks so good. Oh my god. And there is a card game called Kassen, which is played with cards known as Hanafuda. Only a handful of people known as Kai can call and draw the power of the flower. With most Kai being men, the 5 students who possess the most power within the academy are referred to as the Goku and are revered. Wow. This is a story about a maiden who has dedicated herself to 5 male students aiming to become one of the Goku in Kansen National Academy, a school that produces many individuals with rare talent. Looking pretty cool. And we have the trailers. So we have 2. Okay. Let me see. I knew it. I knew it was going to be super loud. Let's see. It's already looking super good. Yeah, we don't need you here. Let's do it. I have not seen this before, so I hope it'll be good. Oh, wow. I like the opening. The song is so good. I'm already so interested in that one. The mysterious one. Hello, Lily, welcome! Whoa. Yep, I like it. I really like it. Let's watch the other one. Let's watch all of them. Wait. This looks amazing. Ooh. Wow. These songs are so good. I'm so interested in this one already. Honestly, this looks like it's going to be super duper dramatic, and I'm all for it. Alright. That was great. That was great. I am glad we watched it. And see, like, all the all the hot ones not being romanceable. It's the curse of Otome gamers. Wait, they go to high school or to university? I need to check that again. Let me see. They go to Kasen National Academy. So it's high school probably. But they look so old though. They look older. 5 male students aiming to become one of the Gaku in Kasen National Academy, a school that produces many individuals with rare talents. Interesting. I mean, it's probably high school because they're wearing how do you say it in English? You know, the clothes that you have to wear at school, a uniform. Academy is high school. Maybe I, I think so. Even though I'm not really convinced because they look pretty old. Let me switch back. Like, look at them. They don't look like high schoolers. um, Difference between high school and academy. Academies and schools have some common things, and one of them is that they both provide education. A main difference between school and academy is that academies hired education in specialized field while school provides primary and secondary education. High school started in the 19th century, okay. Yeah, I think it's an high school, but like fancier. A fancier type of high school. But they look they look old as fuck. Okay, whatever. In my mind, they are old. You know? But that was good. That was good. I'm just so happy that we're getting so many new titles. Oh my god. Like already Dramatic Create is dropping titles and it's I mean, I knew that ever since they released the Crimson Flower that they were gonna do more, but I wasn't expecting it to be so soon. Yeah, it just sounds cooler. Let's go. I wonder when they are going to release it. If it's going to be like soon, maybe in the summer. We have so many games releasing in summer. I just don't even want to think about it. I think we have like 4 games. It's going to be crazy.
Thank you, Roman.
No prob. I'm happy for you, actually.
How are you, Lily? By the way. I'm so happy to see you here.
Happy for me. Why?
What was it about the Crimson Flower that opened the floodgates? Well, even with the other title, what was it? Chounodoku. I don't remember the English title, but ever since those 2 games were like getting a translation, I was like, okay, something is changing here.
Well, when you first got here, you seemed a little lost. Now it seems like you're starting to find your own way. That's something to be happy about.
And
isn't it?
now with Hana Awaze New Moon, we're just confirming that we are getting English translation more and more. And there are even people on Twitter that they tweeted about like, yes, that's me. I'm working on the translation, and it's so exciting, so freaking exciting.
Oh, I guess. I guess you're right. Sometimes I do feel like I don't know what to do with myself.
I am
But
pretty sure
I
that
think it's coming
sooner or
along
later
slowly but surely.
we are going to get games in both English and Japanese at the same time. Like, it's not gonna be. Maybe it's going to be in like 50 years, but it's going to happen. I considered the thought, then admitted readily.
Quintus is the one who suggested it, to be totally honest. I'm not even sure if I can do it, but opening up my own shop, selling things that I've crafted from my own mind.
I clenched my fists, determined.
I want to give it everything I've got. I want to make things that my old master couldn't dream of. Things that would fill him with pride.
Let's go, Rev. Roman laughs warmly.
Sounds like you got conviction. Great, because you'll need it to run a business.
I want Clock Zero too! Oh my gosh, Clock Zero is the one game that I really want to play, and I really considered playing it in Japanese. But it's like so confusing. It's a really confusing game, so if you don't understand the language well, I guess it's probably impossible to really understand and grasp all the nuances of the game. Ah, so annoying. In 50 years, I'm going to be decrepit. I hope it's more like I think 15, I don't know. The better prediction that I can make is maybe 20 years. I want that Cupid Parasite Fendisk. No, me too. Like as soon as they announce it, because they have to, right? I mean, I'm pretty convinced that they are going to, because I'm pretty sure that Cupid Parasite did really well in the marketing. I mean, in the market. So, and as soon as they announce it, I am going to flip out. I smiled back at him.
I will, won't I?
It's just a little bit annoying that we always have to wait longer for the game. Like as soon as it comes out in Japan, then we can say like, okay, maybe in a year we're gonna get this game.
Guess I should get to researching then.
Yes, Alan, let's go. Roman salutes me playfully.
I'll leave you to it then.
We exchange smiles. as Roman departs, leaving me to my work. Roses. It's taken a few days, but by the time I'm finished, the second flowers cover every surface of the room, flowering prettily in various textures of fabric. I rub my nose in pride as I view my work when it occurs to me.
Why was Roman so hung up on the idea of them being red roses?
Yeah, I'm worried about that too. Clearly, there are other colors judging by our conversation, but still, maybe it's because they symbol like love? I think for a moment.
Maybe I should look it up.
I take a moment to browse the internet, connecting directly with my mind.
Red roses. Meaning. Red roses have a classy and elegant look that makes them a classic symbol
Oh
for,
my gosh.
or I love you. The meaning of red roses is universally understood to be love and passion.
I think. Do you think she's going to redo them? Yeah, time to paint them white. Oh my god.
No.
Give
That
Roman a
can't be
couple
it.
of red roses, let's go. I search further, opening as many links as I can.
They carry the meaning of passion, true love, romance, and desire.
Let's go. I skip to the next link.
A dark red rose can convey the message that you are ready for commitment and represents passion.
Oh my gosh, Orev.
Red roses symbolize love and romance.
By the time I finish reading, my engines are running so loudly that I can feel the room heating up. I hug myself, my skin is hot to the touch.
Passion. Romance.
I look around the room. Embarrassingly, all the roses I've created are red ones.
If I give these roses to Quintus, will he think I...
Yeah, she should have googled it first. I can barely say it out loud.
Will he think I'm in love with him?
The idea is embarrassing to imagine, but it lingers, burning me up inside and out.
Well, he did call me an angel in android's form.
I play around with the silken roses I've made, braiding the fake stems together to make a flower crown.
But he couldn't have meant it that way. Could he? Wait, why am I talking about this as if I want something to happen?
Because you do. Duh. I bite the tip of my thumb anxiously.
Maybe if I give him just a few of them, it won't be as misleading.
Now don't Google it. Being embarrassed is better.
Or maybe I'm overreacting.
Oh, Rev, you're too cute. And I make awful decisions for you all the time. I'm sorry. I imagine what it'd like to be. I mean, I imagine what it'd be like. I try my best to dismiss it. No, you need to imagine it. Oh, Rev. To my surprise, the first thing I think of is the way he says my name now. So kindly, so gently. If we were together, if we were in love,
What would it be like?
I can hear it so clearly. The way he'd say my name, and if I were to ever see his face. I imagine his hand brushing my cheek. Oh, shoot. No! Okay, I need to finish reading the scene at least. I imagine his hand brushing my cheek, skin against silicone. Would it feel cool against my silicone skin? Would it match the temperature? I am not sure exactly, but if there's one thing I know, it's that Quentis is someone I could love easily, and I have to be more careful with my thoughts.
If I keep thinking this way.
Oh, shoot. I try to shake the feeling off, but I can't help but dwell a little longer in my imaginings, cupping my face lightly in my hands. Just in time, too. There's a knock at the door. And we're going to save here. Wait. Let's save here. And we're going to save here because I need to go. But we're going to continue this either tonight or tomorrow at the same time as today. I will let you guys know on Discord. But thank you so much for staying with me, everybody. I really appreciate every single one of you. And let me see who's on right now. that we can raid. Let's go to my first stream. Alright. Thank you guys. I can't wait to uncover this mystery in Belle Automata. And we have so many more games to play. But I'll see you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.